Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with Podcastic. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcast and content creators.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up? Welcome to Creative Emotions. I am your host, Vaquita Q. And what it do? Okay, welcome to the crew. Look, what's his name? Apostle be doing that to me all the time. Welcome to Creative Emotions. If this is your first time joining, what you can expect is motivation, encouragement, information, empowerment, inspiration, transparency, and these good vibes, okay? And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about the good vibes. I just want to remind you of Poetry and Conversations. It's coming up April 18th, 2026. Make sure you are available that day. Doors open at 8 o'clock. 3627 Cass Avenue, Suite C is the location, a new location. So if you haven't been, please make your way out. It's going to be a grand time. The feature is Tiffany Cole. The feature for that day is Tiffany Cole. So make sure you tune in for that. If you're looking for my book, it's still available. I Want My Own Husband, Mindset on Standards. Standards, marriage and standards. How am I not know my own stuff? I Want My Own Husband, Mindset and Standards on Marriage. And so we do have to have a certain mindset when it comes to being married, okay? It's a beautiful thing. Or if you're looking for a host, you can go to my website, www.thecreativeemotions.com, and you can get it there. Today I want to be talking about emotional intelligence. I want to say, Holy Spirit, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I'm going to be talking about emotional intelligence, and that is the ability to identify, understand, manage, and utilize emotions in oneself and others to improve relationships, communication, and decision making. Okay, that's something that we definitely need to focus on and make sure that that is what we're doing. So this is not working. So give me a second, okay? I'm going to share it on here. So make sure you share this. Share it with your family, your friends, and tune in. I'm talking about emotional intelligence and definitely what that looked like. Buddy, I got this, okay?
You on?
I got this. Huh?
You on?
Not on there.
It is. Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll check it out.
No, it's not. But on here it is, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sharing this. So make sure you hit that share button. I just sent this to a whole group of people. And so I just want to make sure that everybody is in. The Holy Spirit gave me definitely something to share with my brothers and sisters. Emotional intelligence. If you are just joining, that is what I'm talking about today. So it's our job to operate in self-awareness. And self-awareness is triggers. It's not on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what but don't,
It's okay.
Keep
It's okay. Triggers, weakness, and strengths. I'm talking about self-awareness. That is your triggers, your weakness, and your strengths. Lord have mercy.
Speaking of triggers.
Yes, triggers. Self-regulation, control your impulses and emotions. Self-motivation is a drive to achieve your goals, like your passion and your purpose. A lot of people don't understand there is something for you to do on this side of the ground, something that nobody else can do but you. And we have to tap into that. Self-motivation, again, being able to get yourself up, go to the gym, eat right, do the things that you need to do. That's very important. Empathy, recognizing and understanding the emotion of others, and having social skills. So that's managing relationships, building networks, communicating clearly, and active listening. A lot of people are not actively listening. We are too much in a hurry, right? And are you... Oh, okay. So that active listening is like you not listening to respond. I hate having a conversation with somebody and I can't even get my thought out before they like, oh, yeah. No, I haven't even said what I wanted to say. Like, I haven't even got my thought out. So you got to give people an opportunity to speak so that you can respond the right way. And that's having those social skills. I'm talking about emotional intelligence. We all should have some form of emotional maturity at some point. We cannot continue to walk around, not engaging in that. So Proverbs 25 and 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. And so if you are walking around uncontrollable and unconsolable, shame on you. After we become a certain age, it's time to pull those bootstraps up, stop blaming everybody else around you, and do what you need to do so that you can be the best version of yourself, and everybody else around you will be blessed for that. Everybody else around you will be blessed. You know, the purpose of life is joy, and freedom does cost. And everybody want to say, what's free? Well, freedom is not free. It's definitely something you got to do, because just because the movies are good, the music is on, the phone is ringing, the weather is breaking, you get a taste in your mouth for something, some liquor, things like that, doesn't mean you have to engage. And so it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you to say, no, I'm good. No, I'm straight. No, I don't need that. It's going to cost. And so we got to be mindful of that, just how we're operating, how we're moving, and understanding the purpose of life is joy. No matter what, no matter how good or bad your days are, joy should reside, right? I've come through some very, very hard things in my life, and nobody can take that joy away from me. You can come at me with other things, but the joy is here to stay. And so if that's something that is a part of your life, your standards, your moral character, then it will stay no matter what. We are the ones that can tune in. We are the only ones that can tune in with God in our conscious mind to tap in and to turn on levels of bliss. That's the way God intended. God intended for us to be happy, right? Why are people so defeated? Everybody's just walking around just so defeated. I'm here. Oh, it's all right. I'm here another day. Come on, find something to be happy about. Find something that brings you joy, and let that be the focal point of your attention. Let that be the focal point of your energy. When you find something that brings you joy, whether it's painting, walking, nature, gardening, writing, reading, whatever it is that brings you joy, that is what you need to tap into, and that should be your focal point to find that bliss. Again, that God intended for us to have. We should not be walking around so downtrodden, especially as believers. We definitely shouldn't be. And if you can't walk around uncontrollable and unconsolable, not being able to calm yourself and nobody else can calm you, I would not hang with people like that. I'm not hanging with you if you feel like you got something to prove, so much so that we out and you get into a fight. Now I gotta pull you off somebody or somebody off of you. Because I'm like, look, don't do that right now. Not right now. And you just, I don't care. The ego is driving. It's a driving force right now in our society. When it comes to driving, when it comes to working, again, there's more workplace violence. There's more, it's so much anger that is blanketing the city, our world right now, that we have to do our due diligence to make sure that we're good, mind, body, and soul. And joy should be the focal point. Joy. We are overstimulated a lot of times, emotionally unregulated, and not focused on God's original intent for our lives. So much so, we coming up with stuff, okay? People are coming up with all kind of stuff. Just make sure you tapping in and you turning on to what it is God is speaking to you. Because I can't bring what somebody else can bring. But if I can hear, if I quiet myself enough, fast and pray, pull back, self-regulate, I'm going to be able to hear the download and what it is that God is saying to me personally. Because your disobedience, it can affect the person that's waiting on your obedience. That disobedience, that not saying yes when you need to, that's a real thing. Shout out to Calvin Deals. Hello there. So who have you been loving on purpose? When you think about emotional intelligence, and I'm not talking about romantic love, okay? I'm not just talking about your family, but I'm talking about an intentional love that starts with you. I am seeing there is a level of self-love that is being ignored. It's being straight up ignored. Questions I just want to ask you. And again, I'm just coming. God put this on my spirit, so I hope somebody gets something from this. Can you sit quietly with yourself? What happens if your technology goes out right now? Would you lose your mind? Would you have an anxiety attack? Would you feel like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with my life? Have you spent time with yourself with no stimulation? No TV, no binge watching, no gossiping, no being on the phone, none of that. Just with yourself. Another question I want you to ask yourself is, what is joy to you? What does joy look like to you? What is joy in the Bible? Because it's unspeakable. From what I read, like you can't even put nothing on it. Like it's infinity. Like it's nonstop. And we're talking about joy. So I look around and I observe people are not loving themselves. What is opposite of love? It's hate. And that's a harsh word. And it's crazy to think that our action toward ourselves can show this level of hate, but it's true. If you're not loving yourself, you're hating yourself. You're not putting yourself first. And we put everything else first. And now, even so much so, content creating. People are putting that in front of their families. I think they put us in a trick bag because they made it, you can monetize off of it, right? And so now the excuse for people who are constantly on their phones, they walk in on the phone, they got to videotape their food, they got to go to the bathroom, you are literally taken away from your reality by content creating with the end goal being monetized, getting money. And so the Bible talks about you gaining the world, but losing your soul. Your soul is your mind, your will, your emotions. And so how is that connected? I'm talking about emotional intelligence. All of this goes together. And so we are not truly loving ourselves, and we're putting everybody else. In this instance, you're putting the world before yourself. Because I'm sure it's some days you feel like, I don't feel like picking up this camera. I don't feel like posting up. I don't feel like setting it to the right angle. And I don't feel like that. I just want to eat, or I just want to, God forbid you have a partner. And you have to do all of this with them, and they're just not feeling it. So think about that. Are you putting yourself first, or does the world come first? Does your man or your woman come first? Does your job come first? Are you even on the list to take care of you? Because that's important. How you treat yourself, right? Your health, your mental, your yes, your time, your character. There was a time that I felt like it was my job, because I'm a believer, to make sure I was there for everybody, to help everybody. I never said no. It's like, oh yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. And it's like, that's not your job. It's not your job to help everybody. It's just not. You have to use your discernment. Now, the Bible do say if you see your brother and sister in need and you have it, you can't go say, okay, be blessed. I don't know how you're going to get it if you got it. Because that means a hole going to come in your pocket at some point. Like, dang, I should have just gave him a 20. Now you turn around and something happened and you got to get your tire fixed, or you go home and your window bust. Like, money is currency. Money is to be used. But your time, you cannot get back. And so be careful how you spend your time. Be careful with your yes. Be careful with your character and the places that you put yourself in. If you just joining, I am talking about emotional intelligence. And God put this on my heart just to give, a quick word about that. Matthew 15:18-20 in the King James Version. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulterers, fornicators, thefts, false witness, and blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashed hands defileth not a man. And so the main portion I wanted to talk about, what's in your heart comes out of your mouth. And so be kind to yourself. Be intentional with yourself. Set up your days. Set up your moments. Set up your mornings to start your day, right? Don't just bust up on any day. We will never get this day again. You will never get this day today again. And so every day that you wake up, you see your eyes, you can see everything around you. You need to make a plan for your day. Don't let the world make a plan for your day. You make a plan for your day. And make sure you in it. Make sure you are on that to-do list. Make sure you are on that, let me take care of myself today. Let me eat better today. Let me work out today. Matter of fact, I said I was going to clean my car out today. Let me clean my car out. Let me clean my house. Do some things for yourself. Questions. What is in your heart? How is your emotional health? Right now, from the looks of it, if we pay attention to the news, which is really being regurgitated and poured out to us, because there's so much more good happening in the world. But what we're getting is that this thing about to blow up. It's about to blow over, okay? So if we're constantly looking at that, people are stressed. People are, they're feeling volatile, hostile, suicidal. I just had a conversation today, and a young lady told me she had to take the bullets out of a gun of her friend because she's going through. She had to take the bullets out of the lady's gun. Now, who's to say when she get in her car and she goes home that she don't go to the box and get more? This is what we're dealing with. So how is your emotional health? Do you have joy? Because at the end of the day, none of this stuff matters, right? We running around in a hurry for what? We're getting more bills for what? Right? Like, life should be simple. Life should be pleasant. Life should be bliss. That's heaven. He said, bring it down. What? Bring the heaven here. Bring your heaven on earth. We not about to go up and and get no mansions. The mansions are here. The cars are here. Okay? All this stuff is here, but you shouldn't lose yourself trying to get to it. You shouldn't lose yourself stressing over it. People are losing their minds. People have taken their families out of this time-space reality because the weight of their finances was way too much. And they said, I'm done and I'm taking my family because I don't want nobody to have to deal with them or pay for them. That's insane. Ain't no telling what they thought, but this has happened. We see it far too often. Our men are not able to take rejection. They're killing the women. What is going on? I have seen too many stories about suicides, murder-suicides, women getting killed. Our emotional health is important. I'm talking about emotional intelligence. If you are just joining, I'm talking about emotional intelligence. I see you, Ariel. Shout out to Kennedy like the president. Yes, this is a live call-in show. I'm talking about emotional intelligence. We need people. And they need us. You know, everybody out here like they long rangers. You a long ranger, huh? You just out here, you just gonna do it on your own. We need each other. And we'll be a fool to act like we don't. But I do want to talk about, you know, do you look to others to make you happy? This is a real thing. It's happening like all the time, right? When you see people are upset, they're mad because somebody didn't do something to make them happy, to make them feel good. Now they're mad at them and anybody else they come in contact with. This is what we're dealing with. And it sounds real minute, but it's real. This is what we do. Let's just be real about it. And let's just talk about how crazy it sounds. That I'm going to allow what you didn't do because I want you to make me happy with your actions. I'm going to allow that to mess up my whole day. Mess up all my encounters that I can have with other people because guess what? Everything happens for a reason. And if you're not in place, you can miss a divine connection. You can miss somebody that you were supposed to help. You can miss out just being selfish, just being about yourself. In that instance, I'm talking about, because there's a way to be selfish. I do feel like people should be selfish when it comes to putting themselves first and making sure your mental health is good, making sure your heart is right, making sure you're in a good place. Yes, be selfish. But when it comes to relying on somebody else's cooperation for you to be happy, that's selfish. That's insane. And we do it way too often. How is your nervous system? How? Just think about your body. Think about what you do daily. Think about how you sit, how you stand. Think about your posture. Think about what you're doing. Laying down, slouching, your body, your nervous system, your blood, so your circulation getting cut. Just think about yourself throughout the day. And these are things that you have to create a habit with, right? Sitting up straight, making sure you're not slouching, making sure your back is not slumped over because this affects you. And then you try to go to sleep and you can't because your body has been mistreated all day. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your mental health. I'm talking about emotional intelligence, but all of this goes together. Your emotional intelligence will put you in a place so that you will be able to put yourself first and know that nothing else will work out if you are not good. You have to be good. We don't have to operate like everything is an emergency. Think about this. Just look around you. Everybody just gathering their satchels and things and all this stuff, and everybody just in a rush. We just going. Like, that's why we getting more accidents. Is more things happening because people are not paying attention. Riding a motorcycle it's a bit scary nowadays because people are not paying attention. You look over, they on their phones. This bike season, y'all, watch out for the bikes. Watch out when you in the car that you take everybody into consideration. Even your children, even your family getting back home to them. And you can't do that if you're looking down. You just want to check a message. You just got to answer a post. We're too distracted. And so think about, everything does not have to be an emergency. And that's how people operate. And so check yourself and see, are you operating like everything is an emergency? Are you rushing? Do you feel anxiety in your chest? Is your chest tightening up when you're driving? When you're in traffic, because you're thinking about your next move. You're thinking about the next stop. You're thinking about, okay, tomorrow I got to do this, when all we have is today. This is it. We don't know about tomorrow. So be mindful of that. Be able to calm yourself. Meditate. Meditating will help you remove yourself from this time, space, reality for a second, just to be able to get your nervous system together. Make sure you're operating in a peaceful place. Don't let anything outside of you shake you up, because that's what's happening. I remember, I think it was like last year sometime, and I was driving, and I was in traffic, and I'm trying to get over, and this guy cut me off, and I turned around. Now, I don't use profanity, but I know I looked at him, I beeped the horn at him, and I had my eyebrows in like the little what's that band name in the I can't even think. He be in the garbage can. The little Grinch, the little Grouch. Man, I had my eyebrows on him like, man. And this man started laughing. Like, so immediately he knew that I gave him my attention. I stepped outside of myself to give this man's attention when I still got a whole road ahead of me. I still got to get where I'm going. And I'm like, you sucker. Like, going crazy. So just think about that. How much? Yeah, I did say sucker. I may have said sucker, but I know I ain't cuss him out. I'm just saying. When you meditate, you bring yourself to a peaceful place, and you don't allow things outside of you to pull you out of that peaceful place. Joy is the purpose. Joy is it. Like that every day, your purpose should be joy. Every day, I'm looking for joy. Every day, no matter what, no matter what happens, look for joy. In every situation, look for joy. I'm telling you, it's just such a blissful place to be in. Cutting your screen time. Being able to say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this phone. You get tired of yourself. Like at some point you will feel it in your thumb. You'll feel it in your neck, right? You got your head down. You feel it in your fingers. Listen to your body. Put your phone down. Give yourself a moment. I'm talking about emotional intelligence. Notice how much you pick up your phone. Notice the apps your thumb automatically, unconsciously go to. Think about that. Soon as you pick it up, where do it go? Where do it go? What do it do? Yeah, nope. Give yourself grace in all of this, okay? I'm telling you, we can be our worst critics, but we can also be our self-healers and our own saviors. And that's not taken away from the Lord. That means that you're using the power, the dominion that he has given you to run this, right? This can't nobody run it for you. So he wants us to wake up. We praying to him and he's saying, hey, I put you on the earth for a reason. He said, greater works shall you do. So what are you doing? What are you doing? We are in control of this. We're in control of our energy. We're in control of all of it. Shout out to Casey Filler. I see you watching. And Kennedy, no comment when it comes to motorcycles and bike season. Yes, please. Hey, Melinda, I see you, sis. Watch out for the bikes. Watch out. So I just want to leave you with a few things. Again, give yourself grace. Boost your self-awareness. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to how you act. Pay attention to your conversations. Are your conversations unruly and hostile and mean, gossipy all the time? Think about that. We're talking about emotional intelligence. And at some point, we have to grow up. At some point, you have to have spiritual and emotional maturity. At some point, we got to put the milk down and pick up the meat. At some point. And let that be today, because we don't know about nothing else. But let that make a decision today to start putting you first, to start boosting your self-awareness, self-regulating, being controllable and consolable. Because these, I have never seen, Lord, help us. Reflect daily. Reflect on yourself daily. Reflect on different things that you got going on. Reflect on your day. Me and my husband talk. And, poetry night. Yeah, reflecting on the poetry night. So make sure you guys come out April 18th. Doors open at 8 o'clock. It's $20 on Eventbrite, $25 at the door, $5 off for artists, $5 off for Wayne State students with ID. That's at the door only. Drinks are available for purchase. Good vibes only. Okay. Featuring Tiffany Cole, the beautiful Tiffany Cole. New address, 3627 Suite C, Cass Avenue in Detroit. So make sure you guys come on out and support. That also is something that is blessed I've been doing it for over 4 years now, right? Going into, over 4 years. And it's such a blessing. So make sure if you ain't doing nothing, you come on out April 18th, okay? So a few things I'm going to leave with you. Again, boost your self-awareness, reflect daily, practice mindfulness. I sat on the couch yesterday and was just like, wow, just thinking about different things that I've been through, thinking about the conversations I had, thinking about what I can get done, with the time that I had, just being present. Right? A lot of times we're not present. A lot of times we're moving ahead of time and we just need to be present. And I think that's where the joy comes in. That's where that peace comes in. The peace that passes all understanding. That's where it comes in. That joy. When you're not worried about tomorrow and last week, last year, you're not holding on to all these different things that weigh your heart down. You being present. You being here. You being now. Listen to more positive videos. I have seen so many videos of people fighting, people dead. I mean, people sharing. And as soon as I see stuff like that, I block. Whoever sharing that kind of stuff, block. Because what's the purpose? Why are you showing me this man hanging out the car dead? Why? What is that going to do but traumatize me? We are getting way too insensitive or demagnetized with trauma, like posting people's loved ones that are deceased online. Check on your people. No, you just trying to go viral. You just want that to be shared. And it's a little insensitive. And so just think about that. Listen to more positive videos. Read more books. Just think about going to the park, laying out a blanket or something and just reading. Or sitting on your porch and just reading. Put your phone down. That's why you read these statuses on Facebook and you be like, what? Because our vocabulary is not being used. We type in something and it automatically says it, right? Try to write a letter right now. Try to write a letter. You're going to be sitting there like, dang, I just spelled that wrong. I knew what that is. Yeah, because that's straight. That's how it is. We're losing our ability to do the simple things. Because we have devices and different things that are doing it for us. So read some books. Stress management is important. If you're around some people and some things and some places that's stressing you out, I mean, not your job. Don't go quitting your job, okay? Don't go doing that now. Get you one first before you quit. But if you're around people and it just don't make you feel good, you can get a feeling in your heart and just like, ugh. That's because energy is real and you can feel it. What you're feeling is right. Remove yourself. Don't be around that. Stress management. And the last thing I'm going to say is slow down. Just give yourself a time. Give yourself a moment. Enjoy. Breathe in deeply. Love intentionally. But most of all, love on yourself. I am a self-love coach. And so if you need help with that, again, you can go to my website, book a session, call for a consultation. You can go on my website at www.thecreativeemotions.com. Self-love is bringing you back to understanding and discovering who God has created you to be. I'm glad you guys joined me. I had a little bit of difficulty. But shout out to everybody who is watching. I see you, Yolanda. You guys are coming in a little later. Please go back and listen to this. Shout out to Fred, Mr. Chef Wilson. I miss you, buddy. And shout out to Kennedy, like the president. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you share this video, okay? This is good manna. God give it to me and I bring it. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you meet me here next week, same time. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about that. Peace.